Okay, we're back. De vuelta. Okay, great. Gloria. ¿Estás ahí, Gloria?
Yes, teacher. I'm here.
Por culpa de ustedes tuve que renunciar a mi cargo de presidente del Tribunal Electoral Independiente del Club Biguá.
Why, teacher?
Entonces, que les culpé a ustedes porque tengo mucha actividad, entonces renuncié. Yes. Les culpé a ustedes porque tengo mucho trabajo con ustedes, por eso renuncié.
Profe,
Okay.
y culparle a todos tus otros alumnos también.
Okay, great.
What page it is?
Okay.
Teacher, nosotros vamos a empezar ahora la lección 2.
Sí, vamos a comenzar la lección 2.
Teacher.
¿Ok?
Y si es que vamos a comenzar, podrías enviar también la página 42, 43 y 44
Bueno.
para verificarlo después. Pero cuando puedas nomás.
40, ¿qué hay en la página 42? Ah, esos son la página 42, actividad, additional activities, ¿verdad? ¿O no?
Sí.
Additional activities, eso es para ustedes, no lo son. Les envío.
Thank you, teacher.
Les envío. Apenas termine la clase, envío. Y si me olvido, recordame, please. He's tired as a result of, okay, in this lesson number 2, we are going to talk about cause and effect, okay?
What page it is, teacher?
Sorry?
What page it is?
45.
Page 45, book 21, lesson 2. In function, we are going to talk about cause and effect. In grammar, how cold? It was so that. We are going to talk about so that, such that, therefore. We are going to talk about the suffixes ity, flexibility, flexibility, and the report has already been sent. Present perfect, but in the passive voice. Okay, that's right. And skills, don't read it, write it. How to stress these kind of sentences?
Paragraph and dictionary.
Oh, and vocabulary. Vocabulary. Mi profesor americano de inglés quería que omita esta página y que directamente vayamos directamente a los ejercicios, porque ustedes van a aprender ejercitándose. Pero vamos a repetir conmigo, por favor, las palabras. Repeat, absorb.
Absorb.
Affect.
Affect.
Bend. Bounce. Bounce back. Contain. Escape. Form. Resist. Result from. Seal. Shape. Soak. Squeeze. Stretch.
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 Airtight.
Airtight.
Artificial.
Artificial.
Effective.
Effective.
Elastic.
Elastic.
Flexible. Curly.
Curly.
Nowadays.
Nowadays.
Original.
Original.
Real.
Real.
Rigid.
Rigid.
So that.
So that.
Such.
Such.
Waterproof.
Waterproof.
Watertight. Characteristic. Substance.
Characteristic.
Substance.
Substance, ok. Nuestra conexión está un poco lenta hoy.
Yes.
Okay, page 47. We are going to talk about properties and characteristics, okay? Properties and characteristics. We have a conversation here between the teacher, Tom, Sue, Jim, and Bob, okay? Juan, you're going to be the teacher. Gloria, you are
Yes.
Tom. Eliane, please.
Okay.
Eliane is Sue. And Jim. Natalia, you are Jim. And Bob, Alejandro Franco. Ale Franco. Everybody read silently because I have 8 questions about this dialogue for you, okay? Please start.
Okay. Good morning, class. Today, we are going to review the qualities of rubber. Tom, can you tell us some of the characteristics or properties of this substance that is so common nowadays?
Yes, rubber is a substance which is flexible and elastic.
Right, Tom. Those are two of the characteristics or properties of rubber. Can you give us some examples of the flexibility and elasticity of this substance?
The tires on a car do not stay perfectly round. They bend with the weight of the car. This shows that the tires are not rigid. They are flexible.
Good example, Tom. What about elasticity? Can you describe how rubber is elastic?
Some items of clothing, such as belts, contain rubber. Elastic belts stretch when a person's waist gets larger.
True. And some of us are glad. What are some other characteristics of rubber?
Rubber bounces.
Right. And how does temperature affect rubber? Can you tell us, Jim?
Rubber in temperatures below freezing makes it very rigid and inflexible. As a result, it can break.
Right, Jim. As a result of freezing, rubber is easier to break.
Words like rigid and inflexible are also used to describe people, aren't they?
They sure are, Bob. The words rigid and inflexible are used to describe people who won't change. Let's take a break.
Okay, that's right. Thank you so much. Okay, please repeat again with me characteristics.
Characteristics.
Properties.
Property.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what are the words of the characteristics. Properties, okay? Properties. What else? Bounces, temperatures. Okay, great. I have questions for about this. Jenko, in according to this dialogue, what did the class review today? What did the class review today?
About the properties of the rubber.
Yeah, that's right. About the characteristics or properties of rubber. Great. Cecilia Delgado, question number 2. Rubber is a material that is used frequently nowadays. Which word means at present at these times? Which word means at present at these times? Listen again.
Nowadays,
Yeah, nowadays. Great. Good. Francisco, are you there? Yet? Francisco Benitez.
Yes, teacher. I'm here.
What are the characteristics of rubber that Tom describes?
Tom describes that rubber is a substance which is flexible and elastic.
So the characteristics that Tom describes is flexibility and elasticity. Okay. Flexibility and elasticity.
Oh, okay.
Tamara, what is a word that means the opposite of flexible? What's a word that means the opposite of flexible?
Inflexible.
I know that, but in this dialogue, what's the opposite to flexible? Like some persons, like my wife.
Rigid.
My wife is like this.
What?
I don't know, teacher.
She's straight and
Rigid.
rigid. Yeah, that's right. Rigid and inflexible are the same. Thank you. Let's move to question number 6. Vanina, are you listening?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you, Vanina. Analia Escurra, how can you change the shape of a flexible wire? How can you change the shape of a flexible wire?
I don't know.
You know, this, look at me, this is
I
my
bend
wire.
it.
Yeah, how can you change the shape of this wire? Like this.
Bend it.
Bend, yes, bend is the word. Bend, repeat bend.
Bend.
Okay. Cecilia Delgado, what happens to a rubber ball when it hits a hard surface? What happened with a basketball, for instance?
It it bounces. No, it jump.
Bounce, repeat bounce. Bounce.
Bounce.
Yeah, it bounces. It bounces.
It bounces.
And the last word, what 2 words describe rubber that is frozen? What word describes rubber that is frozen?
Rigid.
Natalia, what do you think?
Rigid and inflexible.
Rigid and inflexible.
Yeah, that's right. Rigid and inflexible are 2 words that describe it. Thank you so much. Okay, these are our new words. And page 49, matching exercise, homework, okay? No, easy. Página 49, por favor, vamos a hacer esto y verificamos luego. Página 49, por favor, vamos a llevar como homework. Verificamos si tenemos tiempo luego. Page 49. What's the right definition? Entonces, este es también un ejercicio de transición. Todos deberíamos utilizar un diccionario que alguna vez un diario en los Estados Unidos venía con un diario que costaba $7 cada diccionario, ¿verdad? El diccionario se llamaba Webster's New World Dictionary, 1984, Simons and Schuster. Todos deberíamos tener el mismo diccionario y buscar en el diccionario el significado de las palabras. ¿Para qué? Para saber utilizar el diccionario. Entonces vamos a pasar este ejercicio y vamos a la página 51. More properties. Page 51. Aquí tengo 6 preguntitas para ustedes otra vez. Continuamos con más. Any questions about the new words? Do you understand the meanings of the new words? Cecilia, you say no first. Cecilia, you did like this. Yeah, okay. Abigail, no problem with the new words?
No, teacher.
Okay. Because now we are going to continue with more ones. Additional properties. Additional properties. Repeat after me. I don't want to do that. Waterproof. Absorb.
Waterproof.
Watertight. Airtight. Effective. Escape. Contents. Chemicals.
Chemicals.
Effect. Results from. Formed. Shaped. Okay, that's right. Now the teacher's gonna be Natalia and Jim's gonna be Nicolas Vergara. Meg, Marcos Gomez, please. You can start.
Okay. We talk about flexibility and elasticity. Flexibility and elasticity. Elasticity. What are some additional characteristics of rubber?
¿Quién era? Elian era, ¿verdad? ¿Quién era? ¿Quién es el nombre?
Nicolás.
Vergara. Nicolás parece.
Yo pondré teacher.
You can try it.
Dana and Nicolas, please. Dana, and then Meg is Nicolas.
Rubber is waterproof. It doesn't allow water to pass through, and it doesn't absorb water.
Right, Jimmy. Rubber can also make containers watertight and airtight. A seal made of rubber is an effective way of keeping liquids and gases inside containers.
Yes.
Air can escape.
Doesn't a rubber seal on food jars also keep the contents from spoiling?
That's right. If you seal a jar, that will keep the air from going inside the jar.
How are the different kinds of rubber obtained?
Chemicals are added to rubber to change some of its characteristics and make it more useful.
What effect does heat have on rubber?
Heavy liquid results from high temperature applied to rubber. When the rubber is hot, it can be formed into various shapes. For example, the rubber can be shaped into a ball or made flat. A balloon is an example of something that can be made from this thin, heavy liquid. Good review, class. Now take the test on the next page.
Thank you so much. Good. Okay, Natalia, don't you forget about joining the words. Join the words when you're reading. Okay, that's it. We have some new words here. Waterproof. Waterproof means that it doesn't allow water to pass through. Waterproof, it doesn't absorb water. What's the difference between waterproof and watertight? Watertight and airtight. What's the difference between waterproof and watertight? Look at the picture. The jar is watertight and the boots are waterproof. What is the difference? Where is the difference?
Watertight contain water or some liquid, maybe?
Sure. Waterproof is for water to not come through, and watertight is for water to be inside of it.
Sure. Because there are my questions for you now. Let's see. Who are none? No hay mucho. Ana Cabrera, tell me what is about, it's about their reading. What characteristic of rubber did Jim describe?
Rubber is waterproof.
Okay, that's right.
It doesn't absorb water.
He said that rubber was waterproof. He said that rubber was waterproof. Paula Ruiz, tell me, what does waterproof mean? What does waterproof mean?
Don't let pass the liquid.
Yeah, water doesn't pass
The liquid.
through something, yes. Doesn't pass through, okay? Doesn't pass through water in this case, yes. Diana Lescano, number 3. How is rubber used to keep food from spoiling? How is rubber used to keep food from spoiling?
Can you repeat again, teacher?
How is rubber used to keep food from spoiling? How is rubber used to keep food from spoiling?
It used for keep it a fresh air and do not in another thing to spoil.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Let's see in this conversation. In this part, Jim says, doesn't a rubber seal on food jars also keep the contents from spoiling? And the teacher says, that's right. If you seal a jar, that will keep the air from going inside the jar. Okay? By sealing is the answer, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, by sealing containers with rubber could be. Question number 4. Christian Alvarez. Why are chemicals added to rubber? Why are chemicals added to rubber?
To make it more useful.
That's it, great. Irma no puede hablar. Nicolás Vergara, where are you? Question number 6.
Teacher, él dijo que no tiene micrófono, o sea, no puede usar el micrófono, no funciona.
Thank you. Devil's lawyer. Khadiji, por favor, number 5. Just a joke, don't worry. Number 5. Khadiji, number 5.
What was the question, teacher?
Ay, perdón. What happens when heat is applied to rubber? What happens when heat is applied to rubber?
It can be formed into various shapes.
Yeah, I don't, maybe. What happened when you light a rubber? What happened? Let's see if you have here.
Teacher.
A thick, heavy liquid results from high temperatures applied to rubber. A thick, heavy liquid results from high temperatures applied to rubber. When the rubber is hot, it can be formed into various shapes. That's right, that's good. But, yes? Who says teacher? Who told me?
Nothing. Nothing. I talked to you, but it's nothing.
Go ahead, tell me. I'm curious, tell me.
I was just gonna say that it was a thick, heavy liquid, but you said it already, so it doesn't make any sense now.
Yeah, that's it. That's the answer. It becomes liquid. You put fire in rubber and the rubber becomes liquid. That's it. Okay, ladies and gents. Page 53, multiple choice exercise. Circle the correct answer. Ana Cabrera, number 1.
Which word describes material that doesn't allow water to pass through? Waterproof.
Waterproof is, yes, great. Thank you so much. Vanina, number 2. What does rubber do to a container to prevent liquids or gases from escaping?
It seals it.
It seals it, yes, great. Alana Bordon, number 3. Which word describes a container that's sealed to prevent water from entering?
Watertight.
Watertight. So now, what's the difference between waterproof and watertight? Number 1, material that doesn't allow water to pass through is waterproof. Number 3, a container that is sealed to prevent water from entering is watertight. Remember that difference. Marcos Gomez, number 4.
Okay. What substance added to natural rubber make it more useful? Letter B, chemicals.
Chemicals, great. Analia, your time, number 5.
Okay. What effect do high temperatures have on a riot? The letter C, they make it liquid.
They make it liquid, okay, great. Let's move to number 6, Gloria Urue.
What happens to rubber when it freezes? It
Freezes.
becomes rigid and flexible.
Thank you so much. Ale Franco, number 7.
What does a rubber ball do when it hits a hard surface? It bounces.
It bounces, okay. Rebecca Cuenca, number 8.
Which of these things made of rubber is no more elasticity? Balloon?
Balloon, yes, balloon.
A balloon.
Christian Alvarez, number 9.
Which of these things bends and is made of rubber? A tire.
A tire, great. Carlos Riveros, number 10.
What is another word which means characteristic or quality? Letter B.
Property, okay, great. And number 11 is for Irma Gomez. How does rubber help to keep the contents of food jars from spoiling? What's up, Irma? How does rubber help to keep the contents of food jars from spoiling? Okay, that's right. These are our exercises. We have 4 minutes. Let's see. Khadiji. Doubles.
Teacher.
Khadiji, the doubles lawyer, maybe? What is watertight for you? Page 54. Make a statement or a question using the words that are given. Watertight. For you, what is a thing that is watertight?
A bottle.
A bottle, yes. That's a bottle. Yeah, that's watertight. Thank you. Paola Ruiz, give me a sentence with chemicals.
A word or
a sentence? For example, the Coke that Khadija Diaz showed me has too many chemicals. That is not good for your health. Just give me a sentence with make a sentence with the word chemical, just that.
It's water, teacher.
I'm talking about the bottle. Coke water bottle.
The Coke? What?
Don't you know that Coke is not good for your health? Too many sugars and chemicals. You are not supposed to drink Coke in these ways. Come on, make juice and drink juice. That's better for your health. Eat an apple.
I don't drink.
A beer.
Teacher, I don't drink Coke. Coke.
Paola?
Processed food has a lot of chemicals.
Thank you so much. Great. Yeah. if you drink Coke every day, you will be fat, maybe. And talking about results, Cuenca, Rebecca, give me a sentence with result.
The
We're
results if you if you drink Coke every day is that you're gonna be fat one day.
Okay, thank you. People, homework. We're finishing our class. Please do as a homework this one to practice. Thank you for your participation and let's continue tomorrow. Okay?
Bye, teacher.
That's all for today. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Yeah. And don't
Bye,
drink
teacher.
Coke anymore. Aditi, no
Bye,
more
teacher.
Cokes, please. Yeah.
I don't drink Coke,
Okay,
teacher.
Hey, no, but you bought a Coke. You know.